that came from the bottom and now he is lit. He was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Robert, you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, huh? This for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When it's not saving, you be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out.
Appreciated, Coach. Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll give to Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The pickup there, 5 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Prescott on 1st down. That one complete to Elliott. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 57 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jameis Olawale, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. On 1st down, it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check. Crunch.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They'll run with Elliott. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes Grant on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down, Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, I-7.
On third down, Rosen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. That'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Rosen. On the left side, this is Stills. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And Stills over the middle. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night, they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break up the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check, 59. Hey, let's get in that hole.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
Check, 59. How you get on the head?
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Balazs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rosen will throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Gets past one man. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there. First down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now Balazs looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Rosen to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Here we go.
Mike's 54.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. It's complete. Stills. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Bravo.
Rosen off the play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Grant. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rosen and Stills bringing it in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kiko Alonso. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
55, Ready?
Hey, check right, check right.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ricky. Hey, Haywood.
Now it's Rosen.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. Stills the intended target. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
6-man.
At the 26-yard line.
Check cross. Hey, orbit.
54.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, let's go. Check right 27. Check right 27.
out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
47. Here we go, 46.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking to throw. Prescott complete to Jason Witten. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, Elliott. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Watch the pass.
Alpha.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Rosen looking to throw. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike, 55.
Hey, alert, alert.
Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Man, Monday.
Check 30.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action. It's Rosen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking that time for Stills, and that'll bring up second down.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Monday.
Mike 27, Mike 27.
Hey, Steve 6, right?
Play action here with Rosen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Dolphin first down.
54 Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Mike's 5-4. Watch the
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again, it's Rosen, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Smith able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Hug.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey. High 7.
4th down. Here's Rosen. And he finds Stills complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will get him one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Muscling free near the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Take Carradine picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Here's Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Jason Witten, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 30 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
54. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Drake. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? 300, that means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the shotgun with Drake. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Going to 54. One in. Then we're going to 53. Out. 26.
This is Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Mike, go right in.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.